So today I have an album recommendation for you guys, and this is something I'm going to start doing more regularly. I think it's important for me to share some of the music that's inspired me over the years, and also I think there are certain albums that every prog fan should know. So some of these recommendations are going to be classics that everyone should know, and hopefully you've checked out, and other ones are going to be more obscure. And today's is one that's a little more obscure. This was my favorite album from 2019 by a band called Umpfel, and the album's called As the Waters Cover the Sea. I first heard about this band from a friend, and when I checked out this album, I was completely blown away. This has a lot of the things that I love about modern progressive metal. Really cool rhythms, interesting harmonies, great melodies, and just well-written songs that are interesting and unique, but also super catchy. This is a great album to check out if you're into modern progressive metal, but you're not into the super heavy stuff. There's some harsh vocals in this album. On the first song, Burning Water, there's a few spots, and in a few other places on the album, but most of the album is clean vocals and isn't quite as heavy as you're going to get from some of the other modern progressive metal. So if that's not your cup of tea, I would definitely check this one out. This whole album is great front to back. There's not a bad song on here, but a few of the highlights to me are the first song, Burning Water, which uses this 9/8 groove throughout the entire song, and it's one of those things where you can't even really tell if you weren't paying that much attention that it's all in 9/8. It's just so well written and grooves so well. Peddler of Words is maybe my favorite song off the album. It has a really cool vocal thing happening, especially in the second verse, and there's some really unique rhythmic kind of like 2 against 3 ideas, I believe, in the first verse. Really cool. And I'm also a big fan of Tree, which might be the most kind of quintessential prog song from the album. Awesome grooves in 11/8 and 13/8, cool chords, and awesome chorus. It's just definitely worth checking out. There's a few instrumentals as well that are really cool. The playing on this album is fantastic as well by all the musicians. In particular, the guitar solos are really great. They're super well written and played. There's a lot of feel, and they flow really well, and they really work well within the context of the song. If you're a fan of kind of fusion-esque guitar solos that have a lot of shredding, but also a lot of really good lines that kind of follow the chord changes and follow the meter changes really well, then I definitely check this out. Production of this album is really great as well. It's a super clear mix and all the different parts come through, but it's not overproduced. You kind of have a little bit of that organic sound, and there's a humanizing element to all of it. If you haven't checked out this album, I'd highly recommend it. If you're a fan of modern progressive metal with a jazz fusion influence, great playing, great songs, great melodies, great production, then this should be right up your alley. And this band doesn't have a huge following, so I'd love to send some people their direction. Go give them some love on all their social media links, buy their albums, support them, because I think what they're doing is really unique, and I'd love to hear more. And if you enjoyed this album review, let me know. And also let me know if there's other albums that I should recommend on this channel, whether they're really popular albums or more obscure ones. And if it's something I haven't heard before, even better, then I can go check it out and maybe discover something that I can share with all of you. And until next time, stay proggy.